Hi there, Henry from 911 Virgin, Porsche people in Uxbridge. Welcome to another video. We've just, we've just taken this in. It's actually just about to go out. We've sold it. And I wanted to make a really quick video before it went out because this is quite an interesting car. It is a 991 Targa 4 GTS, in whichever order. The Targa is an interesting model and quite well associated with the Porsche 911. Way back in, I'm going to say 1965, I think, Porsche launched the 911 Targa. There was some thinking at the time that perhaps the authorities might ban convertibles because if they happened to go upside down, it tended to squash the occupants, and apparently that's not a good thing. So Porsche, in essence, took a convertible and put a hoop across there, and then the back window of it was a soft plastic back window, so you could take the soft plastic window out, you could take this panel here out, and you had a convertible with a rollover hoop, and that got around the problem. I think the next year they said, actually, hang on a minute, we can kind of evolve this a bit further, and you had the hoop, but you had a fixed glass rear screen, and then a lift out panel which folded up and went under the front bonnet. But that gave you a proper glass back panel, it gave you a heated rear screen, and so on and so forth. That actually carried through for a long time. That carried all the way through the what I would term classic 911s up to the 3.2 Carrera in '89, and in fact it carried on in the 964 up until 1993, and it wasn't until the 993 model of 1994, it was actually 95 for the 96 model year, that the Targa version came out. But with the 993 model, that Porsche kind of re-evaluated the Targa and went for something completely different. In the 993 you have a fixed solid glass roof which actually moves backwards, and you had a screen which came forward to protect from sunlight and so on. With the 991 model, Porsche again re-evaluated the Targa, and they've come up with this, and this is a really special roof. The operation, the mechanics is just, I mean, when I first saw one of these, you're kind of in awe. There's millions of motors and all sorts of things working to get this roof down. So when you first look at this, very reminiscent of the classic 911 Targa. So it looks like you've got a fixed glass screen there, fixed rollover hoop, and then this panel would lift out and fold under the front bonnet. But no, very different. So the clear element folds away, the hoop opens up to release the convertible roof, that folds back, little panels go back in there, and then that goes back. That is really funky. The design and the engineering that's gone behind that is absolutely phenomenal, and of course it means that you no longer have to store that hard panel under the front bonnet area, yeah, so you have the kind of functionality of drive of the classic 911 Targas, but very much with a kind of modern edge to it. And one of the things you tend to find with this style of design is that the wind tends to come up and doesn't loop back round. So if you do have people in the back, you don't have that thing where the wind is sort of blowing and coming back in your hair, which is quite nice. You get a really good visibility out the back. It's a heated screen, and yeah, just it gives you kind of open top feel, because from the driver and passenger's perspective, you obviously haven't got eyes in the back of your head, so it looks fully convertible, but you have the protection of again, the sort of cabin space. So if it's really hot, you can turn the aircon on, and it keeps you cool. One of the ironies of full convertibles that if it's a really hot day, you actually don't have the roof down because it's too hot, whereas you can use the climate control in these cars to keep either cold in the summer or warm in the winter, and still have the benefit of the roof coming off. And then to get the roof to close again, basically reverse of the operation to open it up. I think that's amazing. So literally a really quick video. I just wanted to, we don't get many of these in, and I just wanted to show the roof mechanism on this and briefly talk about how the Targa had evolved. It's interesting in that with Porsche, the full convertible they tend to call a cabriolet. Some manufacturers would call their convertible a convertible, and the cabriolet, if you look at someone like Jaguar when they produced the XJS, the cabriolet was the kind of T-top version, and then the convertible was a convertible. But with Porsche, the full convertibles tend to be referred to as cabriolets, and the Targa would be the hooped version. But yeah, I mean this particular car, I could probably talk more about it, and it's quite an interesting car. It's a GTS, so it's got the power upgrade on the engine and centre lock wheels and various bits and pieces. But for the sake of this video, just a quick video, as I say, talking about the Targa, and wanted to show you the operation whilst we had one in stock. I hope you found that useful or interesting. I'm Henry, we're 911 Virgin, the Porsche people in Uxbridge. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, and if we put new videos on, you'll see them. We've got a bit of a blend of videos. We do some videos where we look at specific models and take them out for a drive and so on, and then other videos are more sort of technical, based on some of the jobs that we do in the workshop, and we sort of cover common jobs that you tend to do on some of these cars. So there's a bit of variety. If you have any thoughts, by all means comment. We try and respond to the comments on the videos as well. So, but yeah, in the meantime, enjoy the sunshine, look after yourselves. I'm Henry, we're 911 Virgin. Goodbye.